Hello students, today we will be going through the second chapter, that is microorganisms, friend and foe. Now what do you mean by foe? Foe is nothing but enemy. So today we will see how microorganism can be your friend as well as your enemy from the lesson microorganisms, friend and foe. Microorganisms, even called as microbes, are very small organisms which cannot be seen with the naked eye. Yes, students, we cannot see the microorganisms with the naked eye. We need to have a microscope. Then only we can see microorganisms. They may be unicellular or multicellular. It says that a microorganism can be of a single cell or more than one cell. They may exist alone like amoeba or in colonies like fungi and bacteria. It says that they can be single or even in colonies. They are found in all kinds of environment like ice, cold climate, hot springs, deserts, marshy lands, etc. They are also found inside the bodies of other organisms. It says that microorganisms can be in any type of condition, whether it is hot, cold, desert, marshy land, that is wetland, right? Even they are found inside the bodies of other organisms. Types of microorganisms. We have four types of microorganisms, that is bacteria, fungi, that is example is the bread mold or penicillium, algae, that is the Chlamydomonas or Spirogyra, protozoan, that is amoeba, paramecium, right? So these are the four types of microorganisms. Now what is virus? Virus is nothing but they are different from other microorganisms as they reproduce only in the body of host organisms like bacteria, plants or animals, right? So this is the difference. The virus can reproduce only in the host where it goes inside the body of an organism, there only it reproduces. It cannot reproduce outside in the environment. Friendly microorganisms. How microorganisms help us, we'll see. They help us in making curd from milk. The bacterium called lactobacillus reproduces in milk and helps to convert milk into curd, right? Yes. The next is making of bread. The fungus called yeast reproduces in flour, dough and produces carbon dioxide during respiration, which makes the dough soft and helps in making bread, cakes, biscuits, pastries, etc. So this is how microorganisms are helping us. Right, children? Yes. Next is making alcohol. Yeast is used for commercial production of alcohol and wine. The fungus called yeast reproduces in sugar solution and converts it into alcohol. This process is called fermentation, right? With the process of fermentation, alcohol is produced. And what is that process? The fungus called yeast reproduces in sugar solution and converts it into alcohol. Louis Pasteur discovered fermentation in the year 1857. So it was Louis Pasteur who came out with this discovery. Next one is they also help in making medicines. Some bacteria and fungi are used to make medicines which kill or stop the growth of diseases causing microorganisms. Such medicines are called antibiotics. Example, streptomycin, tetracycline, erythromycin, etc. So microorganisms even help us in making medicines. Microorganisms also help to increase the soil fertility. Now, how it is? Some bacteria and blue-green algae are able to fix nitrogen from the atmosphere to enrich soil with nitrogen and increasing its fertility. These microbes are called biological nitrogen fixers. In simple words, students, when you talk about crops or any plant in that case, they cannot directly absorb the atmospheric nitrogen. So, what they have to do, they depend on these microbes. Now, these microbes, they convert the atmospheric nitrogen and allow them to, or convert that nitrogen into a simpler form which can be utilized by the plant for their growth. So, this is how microorganisms help the plants to grow by increasing the soil fertility. They simply add the nitrogen into the soil in a simple form. Cleaning the environment. Now, how microorganisms help us to clean the environment? Microorganisms decompose dead organic waste of plants and animals and convert them into simple substance, which are again used by other plants and animals. Students, you must have seen when animals die, or even plants, when they die, they fall onto the ground, and in few days you will see the entire body disappears. Why? What happens to that body? It is the microorganisms which break down that body into simpler substance and they add it into the soil, right? So, microorganisms helps to clean the environment. Now, let us look at harmful microorganisms. Some microorganisms causes diseases in plants and animals. Such diseases causing microorganisms are called pathogens. So, what are pathogens? Some microorganism causes diseases in plants and animals. Such diseases causing microorganisms are called as pathogens. Some microorganisms grow in food substances and produce toxic substance and make the food poisonous. Food poisoning causes illness and even death. Some microorganisms spoils material like clothing, leather, wood, etc. Yes, students, you are familiar with this. You must have seen your school shoes, your school belt, in rainy season how it is attacked by fungus, right? You will see all white patches on that. It is nothing but the microorganisms which spoil the things in rainy season, right? So, these are all harmful microorganisms. Pathogens. Now, what are pathogens? We have seen diseases causing microorganisms. They enter our body through air, water, food, or even when you come in contact with a person who is already infected, or even an insect which may carry these pathogens. So, this is how these microorganisms enter in our body, that is through air, water, food, or when you come in contact with an insect or a person who has been infected by the diseases. Diseases which can spread from an infected person to a healthy person are called communicable diseases. Example: cholera, common cold, chickenpox, tuberculosis, and even the latest one, that is the corona, right? Yes. Some insects and animals act as carriers of diseases causing microbes. Example: housefly. You must have seen, no, how it keeps on flying. It goes, into the kitchen, and it may, sit on the uncovered food, right? Which is not good, which is not healthy, because housefly goes everywhere. Wherever waste is thrown, it goes over there, and from there it can carry those pathogens and deposit on the food what we are going to eat, right? Causing a number of problems. So, examples are houseflies, female Anopheles mosquito causing malaria, female Aedes mosquito causing dengue fever. So, we need to be very careful. We need to keep our environment very clean, to be on the safer side. You can see how the mosquitoes look. Female Anopheles mosquito, how it looks. Then we have the Aedes mosquito, right? So they are the, what we can say, agents to carry these microorganisms and deposit into our body, and then when they enter in our body they cause lots of problem. Next is diseases causing microorganisms in plants. Microorganisms causes diseases in plants like rice, wheat, potato, sugarcane, apple, orange, etc. These diseases reduces crop yield. They can be controlled by using chemicals which kill the microbes. Yes, students, when microorganisms attack the crop, the yield goes down, right? And this can be controlled by using chemicals.